Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a Sonic Insanity. Today's Sonic Insanity is someone who has come back. This is someone who I covered all the way at the beginning when I started doing Sonic Insanity. That being JC the Hyena. Now, when I covered JC the Hyena before, I talked about how he was a degenerate. I talked about how he cried about Sonic.exe being removed off of the creepypasta wiki. I talked about how he was a cringy furry who posted weird degenerate art. That was it. He was just a weirdo. And we made fun of him for being a weirdo. And that's where I thought it would end. I wanted to cover JC for a long time. He was one of the people that made me want to do Sonic Insanity to begin with. So it's kind of coincidental that we're covering him yet again all these years later. Now, those of you guys who are wondering, what did JC do now? Apparently, he's a sexual predator, and we're going to be going over all of this, so let's get into it. These first messages are from JC's girlfriend. It'll be mixture of messages she sent to Luigi Kid, who is a guy who covers Sonic.exe, and posts that she made on Twitter regarding JC the Hyena. So let's get into what she has to say about her now ex-boyfriend. The reason I'm speaking with you privately is because about 2.5 or 3 weeks ago, the original author of Sonic.exe, JC the Hyena, has admitted to me that he has engaged in sexual activity with someone under the US age of consent, which is 18 years old, in 2019. As soon as he told me, I not only broke up with him, but I cut off all ties with him entirely. Not only that, but it has also been revealed that during the days when Skype was still extremely popular, JC had also exposed some adult content that he created to a friend of mine who was 13 to 14 years old at the time. And this would be all the way back when I covered him, the same art that I made fun of. Her name is Helena, and she is from Brazil. She has pictures of his actions, which I have located and disclosed for you here. I cannot tell you how deeply appreciative I am of your support. She's talking to Luigi Kid. And don't worry, Sonic.exe is not going anywhere. The fans have proven that time and time again. As a matter of fact, X fully belongs to me now. Before the breakup, JC handed all rights of Sonic.exe over to me. That was the one thing he did right. I don't think he will change, as much as I wish to believe. He's currently quite active on Twitter, and is literally pretending like nothing has happened. It's as if he doesn't even miss me. It hurts me so bad. And let's move on to her tweets. Going to stay off Twitter for a few days. What happened to me was so hurtful, and I need time to heal. And lots of it. Oh, and one more thing. I own Sonic.exe now, which that is true. JC the Hyena gave her all rights to Sonic.exe, even though in reality he only wrote the story. Like the idea of an evil Sonic with red pupils and black eyes, like that wasn't come up with by JC. JC only made the weird furry one, which if you want more info on that, go check out my Redesigning Sonic OCs, Sonic.exe or X. Things are starting to get a little easier, but my heart still hurts tremendously when I think about it. I still feel lost without him, however, and I kinda wish I still was his girlfriend. But I guess he didn't love me as much as I thought he did. I just wanted someone who would love me and make as many sacrifices for me as I did for him. But I know damn well that the internet is just not a good place to meet a guy. Some people would disagree, but whatever. And I cannot take it anymore. I'm tired of the anxiety and the heartache. I'm done. That was all of her messages and posts about JC. If she made any more recently, I'm sorry, this was compiled a few days ago. But that's all she had to say about JC. And now we're going to go over the leaks. This is the stuff that she gave Luigi Kid. I found a whole lot more of it by finding the person who leaked it originally. So I compiled all of it into a giant thread. And I'm going to read it all, very sadly. Just know that the person he is talking to is a minor. What up, oh whoa? Nothing much, you. Having dinner. Smiley face. Aw, what you eating? Burgers. Ooh, mind if we bang tonight? Huh? Excuse moi? Little hungry for sex. Sorry. You wouldn't want to have sex with me. Little man, I'd annihilate you. Maybe. Plus, I don't know if you'd like my kind of games. Like? Well, I like crushing people. XD. Oh, you can break me. Your choice friend. Whatever the fuck that face is. Walks up to you and leans in and kisses you. Okay, that's enough. Ha ha ha, B3. Suddenly, you begin to shrink. Oh no. Okay, no. Hee hee. You said my choice. FBI, open up. XD, what? I'm 14, and at this point, he should stop talking to him. The person just admitted that they're 14 years old, and they even made an FBI open up joke. Why would you keep talking to them? At this point, anything JC says is all on him. Oh, XD, you're 14 and you wanted to have sex with a 26-year-old magical hyena who has... I think he's trying to go for that to play it off like a role play, but you shouldn't even role play with people that are underage. It's fucked. Lolly, XD, help. Mwah, you shrink more and more. Kinky. Not the big pee-wee, PP. What? XD? I've seen your porn files. K and XD, I squat down, looking down at you. Okay, I'm sorry, weird, and really creepy. I reach down and grab you, pinch you between my fingers as I bring you up to my giant face. I don't smush people with my dick silly, XD. Then what? Big booty hole LOL. I've been wearing pants boyo. I teasingly sway my massive hips at you. Tail raised as I grope my extra thick cheeks. Oh boy. Like what you see? I continue to twerk over you, giving you a teasing lap dance. That's a no. Oh? Not a big person into ass. Shoulda thought. Shoulda thoulda. What the fuck is that? That when you... Oh, okay, it's slang. Shoulda thought of that when you wanted to have some fun with me. Squirt. I don't want to know what's squirting. Good point. Heh. So, now I'm gonna sit on you. Snickers as I slowly bring my ass down on you. No. Nuttin' you can do about it now, little man. Giggle as I begin to sit down. Well, I die by a big ass meh. Oh, you don't want to die? That little kiss I gave you made you extremely hard to kill. So, you gotta get to enjoy being under my butt all day. Is it warm? Oh, whoa. Of course. I'll enjoy. But with that, thwoom, you're pinned under several tons of pure hyena ass. Ah, I'm sorry. I'm done. And at that point, you should realize that you were either baited or that this person was not comfortable that whole fucking time. Sorry that I had to put you through that, audience, but you needed all the fucking context of the way that he talks to minors. JC ended up making a response about this, and I've got that response too. And then I've got another response to JC responding to being exposed. So let's read over his first response and we'll read over his second one. You don't have to talk to me, but please read this message. I couldn't message you anywhere else because you blocked me. But you really need to know the truth of things. I want to apologize to you. I honestly did not realize you were underage, especially when you told me you were underage. I legit do not remember ever showing you pornographic artwork, despite not arguing against it in the DMs. And I'm honestly not sure how you even acquired them in the first place, your public art. I found it easily when I did my first video on you. I sent you a Fur Affinity link because I genuinely thought you were interested in art commission from me, sure. I never intended to come off as creepy or perverted. They called you creepy multiple times in the DMs, but whatever, in any kind of way. And I really sorry if I ever did anything that made you feel in that way. They told you that multiple times in the DMs. It was never my intention, and I want you to know I'm sorry. Sure, for whatever that's worth. I've been trying to contact you about it, so I can apologize to you. I had to get Shannon to relay the message. I'm sending the message to you here, because I literally don't know any other way to tell you this. I know you don't want to talk to me right now, and you're right to not want to, but please, you are only right about one thing, okay? Yes, I unfortunately did sexual RP with Devil Hunter. A part of my mind wanted to stop as soon as he told me his age, and so he's admitting to doing another RP session with another minor. He's just admitting this out of nowhere, but I didn't. I've regretted it ever since. I've even talked to Devil Hunter about it, and he's told me he regretted it happening too. He said he was on painkillers when it happened, and he made no attempt in stopping me himself, and he feels really bad for letting it slip. He didn't believe me as a pedophile, and I'm really not. Talks to underage kids, not a pedophile. I guess that's how it works now. What I did was just completely stupid, and I've been trying like crazy to make the damage it's causing as minimum as possible. That really worked. I don't even like underage people, sure. I have far too many bad experiences dealing with children. You shouldn't say that publicly after all that. To even want to do anything with them, you have to believe me, Helena. Point is, I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, very defensive there. I don't know any other way to say it. Please forgive me. I don't expect you to talk to me after this, but please stop making this escalate at least. It's bad enough that the group's completely disbanded because of me. I don't want any more people to pay for my mistake. I'm sorry I made you think that what I was doing was perverted with you. It was never my intention, and I'm sorry. With that I did with Devil Hunter, I'm trying to make up for it. I really am, by talking to more minors. Such a genius plan. So now we move on to his second set of DMs. These are DMs that he sent to Luigi Kid after watching Luigi Kid's first expose video on him. And he ends up talking about a whole lot more shit. So I'm gonna read all of these DMs to you guys. I cut out some parts about referring to Luigi Kid directly, and a lot of names are censored. So just know that ahead of time, that I did mess with these DMs, but it is all accurate information. If you want to see the full DMs, go to Luigi Kid's video. Those have the untampered with DMs, excluding names being censored out. Referring to the allegations involving Helena, they're not entirely true, mainly because I have no memory of the event that occurred. A pedo ghost argument. I haven't seen that in a bit. I think we have a new fucking specter to catch. Nor did I had any idea she was underage, except for when you were told that. Wow. I honestly didn't know, and I had no intentions of making it seem like I was offering to show her pornography. If that's what it seemed like, I'm terribly sorry. It was never my intention to give her that kind of idea. As far as the allegations regarding censored, I'm afraid they're regrettably true. So he's admitting that yes, he did talk to minors. But before you judge me about that, please listen to what I have to say about the matter. Will you listen? Okay, all of this happened 2 years ago. I randomly found this guy on Discord, and like a complete dumbass, I wanted to RP with him. Unfortunately, this was during a very stressful time in my life. Another classic argument that pedophiles use. How coincidental. And I kinda wanted to do something extreme with role-playing with him. Yeah, extreme indeed. He's a minor and you're trying to fuck him. Even if it's in a virtual sense, it's still fucked up. He told me he was underage, and I swear to God, a part of me was screaming at me to stop right there. The fact that you didn't means that you are a fucking piece of shit, and I don't care anything you say after that. There is no rationale for talking like that to a minor. But for some reason, I didn't. That's because you're a freak. I wasn't thinking clearly, and I just kept doing it. Oh my God, guys, I can't control. I'm not thinking clearly. I'm gonna fuck more kids. Get the fuck off the internet, JC. get the fuck off the internet. That is not a valid excuse. Capital and, it was the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life, and you did it again, you sick freak. I've regretted it ever since, apparently not. Can I be honest with you? Like, really? All the way honest with you, trying to win him over with manipulation tactics. Way to go. My life isn't so glamorous. Oh, I couldn't have guessed. The man who draws weird furry porn and talks to minors doesn't have a good life. Sure, I created a creepypasta everyone knows by this point, but that's about it. My whole life has just been nothing but stress and misery. Good. My parents were always arguing over the stupidest things. Welcome to the fucking club, but I don't hit on kids. I'm antisocial. Welcome to that club too. To the point where never leaving my house. And my dad is always emotionally abusing me. How about you get a job, get some way of making money, and move the fuck out? I did that. Easy solution to your abuse. And just because you come from an abusive background, that does not give you the excuse to abuse children. I don't care how mean I sound to you, JC. When you fuck over kids, you lose all sympathy from me, abusing me over every single thing I do. He actually threatened to kick me out of the house if I so much as fail a class. You should be kicked out of the house at this point. 2 years ago, I was still in college, and I honestly wasn't doing good during it. I was under a lot of stress and depression, and unfortunately, couldn't talk too much to anybody about it because I was forced to use my computer to focus on my studies. I didn't RP with blank because I'm a pedophile. I purely did it out of stress and induced weakness. If you fuck around with a kid, you are a pedophile. I don't care what excuse you make, you are a pedophile. I've regretted doing it ever since then. And the reason I kept it a secret from everybody, because I was that ashamed of myself for doing it in the first place. Then you fuck around with another minor. Way to go. I know everything I said about why this all happened doesn't excuse me for the fact that it did, but it's the truth. And I really am sorry for doing it. I've regretted doing it and been struggling with it, not killing myself over it. Yeah, now he's threatening his own life to make people feel bad for him. And I want you and everyone to know that I am not a pedophile at all. Keep saying that, because I think you are. Please tell everyone that everything I'm saying is the truth. You're a liar. I know what I did was wrong. I've regretted ever doing it. And I'm truly by no means a pedophile at all. Hell, I don't even like children. I've had too many bad experiences in my childhood, having to put up with the children of my family's friends, to not even be remotely interested in kids. You say that, but you keep talking to minors. Hell, the guy I RP'd with, blank, he doesn't even really believe I'm a pedophile. It doesn't matter if the victim believes you're a pedophile. They're a minor. You were talking sexually to them. You're a fucking pedophile. And he didn't even mean to leak the role-playing in the first place. He did it purely as a joke. And I'm sure the other person leaked it as a joke too. All of this was nothing but a big stupid mistake. Yeah, that's the summary for your life. And I'm really sorry. It's never going to happen again. I promise. I actually retired from role-playing entirely. I hope you're getting a check for that. Partially because of what I did 2 years ago. And I've been doing good to avoiding that mistake. No, you haven't, because you got caught doing it again. Hopefully. Anyway, thank you for understanding at least. I never meant to hurt anyone. What I did because I was depressed and weak. And I kept it a secret for 2 years because I regretted ever doing it. I was too ashamed of myself to tell anyone. This is poorly worded as your stories, which this is a story. And again, you're welcome to post a follow-up video about this. That is permission to talk about this if anyone complains about it. There's permission right there. Please make sure Shannon and the Sonic.exe community sees it and let them know that I am truly sorry for what I did. I'm not a pedophile, and I never meant to hurt anyone. Thanks again. And that was all of the JC the Hyena leaks. So JC the Hyena has been confirmed to talk to 2 minors. He threatens suicide when confronted with this stuff. He is so guilty, he gives Sonic.exe over to his ex-girlfriend who dumped him for being a pedophile and wants everyone to believe that he isn't a pedophile. JC, you are a sick freak. Not only do you need to delete your Twitter account, you need to delete your Fur Affinity account and leave the internet. Try to get some help for whatever the fuck is wrong with you and quit fucking talking to kids. No one wants you around. No one liked your fucking story. No one fucking cares about you. They only like the thing that you made over a decade ago. And that thing you made is literally just a recolor of Sonic the Hedgehog. I may be connected to creepypastas for my old content. I may be connected to Sonic.exe for my old content. I may have even made Sonic Insanity mainly just to shit on you. But that doesn't mean I owe you anything. And I'm gonna call you out for being a fucking creep because you are a creep. Hopefully you guys learned something about this today, and hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.